there is no longer an option. You need to bulk inside of 2026 or you're going to suffer and you're going to fall behind. Nowadays, the competition is so insane and you cannot afford to be a skinny loser any longer. You see, the skinny nerd physique exhibits multiple negative things. First thing is a poor and undeveloped set of masculine features. You can see here, this is a picture of me before I was actually bulking properly, before I put on a significant amount of muscle mass. My face looks underdeveloped, my jaw structure looks weak, I just look super sad and super pasty, super girly. If you imagine a man, if you imagine a strong masculine man, he's tanned, he's wide, he looks strong. This guy right here, he literally looks malnourished. And in most cases, skinny guys who aren't bulking, who have not bulked properly before, who have not built a significant amount of muscle, they are malnourished. They look malnourished and they simply are. And you can also tell that this version of me had severe anxiety or was just nervous in social settings. You don't even have to know or hear this guy's voice or know how he acts. You can just see the way he's standing. You can just see this poor physique, this shitty, skinny, fat, baby, kid-like physique, and you can tell. There is no way he's getting girls. There is no way he's confident, right? But then you go over to here. Once you get size and once you have bulked, this was me a few weeks ago. This is a picture I took and I used it as a thirst trap on Instagram. And it just shows that having size and doing a successful bulk is absolutely essential for the halo effect. The halo effect basically means you are attractive and people perceive you as trustworthy, or just, they want to be around you. And honestly, bro, it doesn't take much, but just look at this story reply. Just read it for yourself. I'm not even going to read it. I'll probably get banned if I read this, but this is the type of shit you will get in your DMs. This is the type of responses. Pretty fucking crazy. This is the type of shit that will happen if you bulk up and you actually gain muscle and you stop being a skinny fuck. Because at the end of the day, honestly, it is so easy to stand out nowadays, because the average dude, if we're being honest, it looks like this. This is a generative image showing the average American man. You can see he is literally a fucking rectangle. He looks like a fridge, fat base, fat gut, man tits, bigger tits than half the fucking girls I know. No shoulders, just shitty physique, looks like a fucking piece of shit, right? And this is probably how you look, or you look like how I looked back in the day. This was me, playing games all day, being a skinny loser, playing games all day with no social life. That was my thing, and the only goals I had included improving my KD, like my kill-death ratio on Call of Duty. I could have been improving in real life, but I wasn't. I was doing this. I was just gooning all day as well, Like, look at these man tits, bro. You can just see, like, and the face again, just complete empty fucking ghost face, just fucking empty being, right? So, honestly, this is just unacceptable. And it's only when you gain size that you actually start to get known. You actually start to be respected. You'll start to be lusted for, right? Gaining size means that girls will literally take pictures of you without even knowing. These two pictures right here, right? Different times. This one here's in an elevator after I just finished doing Bible study with a girl, right? She took a picture without me even knowing. The other one was, again, without me even knowing. It was actually when I went, swimming with a girl, and I thought in my head, I'm going to walk away with these boards in my hand, and I've got a weird feeling that this girl will take a picture of my back. And little did I know, she did. It just goes to show that bulking up, gaining size, and building an attractive physique is what you need to do, right? You can't get stuck in this stupid curse. I know that lean is law. Lean is absolutely law, and you must be lean to be attractive. But so many guys I see in the gym every single day, they're super duper skinny, and I think they've fallen for this propaganda that you need to be lean. Yes, you need to be lean, but to be attractive while you're lean, right, you need size in the first place, and that is why you need to actually bulk. So this is your warning sign. This is your message, my message to you, to actually start bulking in 2026 if you're a skinny guy, because I held it off too long. I did it incorrectly, and honestly, it is the thing that's going to change your physique the most. You need to build a foundation. It's like building a house. You need to build the foundation before you can tidy everything up and actually look good. You don't want to have a house made of fucking sticks and branches. You want to have big concrete slabs, right? That's going to build the base of everything. And then you adjust, you add the furniture, you paint it, everything like that. So that basically what I'm saying is you need to build the base. You need to build the foundation. And so many guys skip this. And that is why they look like shit. And that is why they don't get the respect and the results that they want in the real world. And again, like I said, the result in the real world, you're going to actually get lust and attraction. I have so many pictures, I have so many events, so many memories, so many stories of, my physique doing the work for attraction and getting girls, right? Having size and being a bigger guy is also a massive halo, right? Girls don't want to be walking around with a little boy. Like, why would they want to walk around with a guy who they are bigger than, right? Firstly, it makes them feel less feminine, and secondly, you're just a bitch. You need to be bigger, and you need to actually have some size and have some masculine presence if you're trying to look like a man and not a little child. So with that being said, how do we actually do it properly, okay? Because I can sit here and tell you that you need to, but most of the time, guys are doing it incorrectly, and I did myself, because let's put it straight right now. The goal of a bulk, the goal of gaining size, right? The goal is to become a big cunt, not a big fat cunt, okay? Big cunt means you are masculine, you are big, you are broad, you have size. You don't want to be big, but be fat as well. See, there's a difference between gaining weight and gaining quality mass, and so many guys get this wrong because they end up not even utilizing the extra calories that they're eating for good. And this is exactly what you can see in this picture here, right? This was me on a bulk. I was about 86 kilograms, right? And you can just see I look fat as fuck. I look inflamed, my face is bloated, I look fucking stupid, bro. And I've lost a lot of my shape and a lot of my figure, and it doesn't even look like I have that much muscle. Compared to this, the same body weight, right? And you can see I actually look way better. I look more muscular, I look more lean, I look more defined, I look more aesthetic, right? And that's why, if done properly, what you achieve when you bulk properly is an enhanced set of masculine features, because these extra calories that you're consuming, these extra calories you're eating through the day, are going to allow you to have giga hormone production, right? It's when I'm bulking which I feel the most insane. My testosterone is through the roof, right? And I'm able to maintain my shape, my aesthetics, and honestly, I don't obtain severe inflammation when I do a bulk correctly. Like, look, you can see in my face here, you can see the hollowing of my cheeks. You can see here, I look like a fucking water balloon. I look terrible. I look like a fucking water buffalo, bro. So that's a mistake that so many guys make, and that's why bulking gets a bad rap. Bulking is seen as this negative thing because people associate it with gaining weight on a scale and turning into a fucking buffalo and a bloated Eddie Hall looking guy. It's not what it's about. It's about gaining quality mass, okay? Now, how do we do this correctly? Well, we have to start optimizing for macronutrients and micronutrients, because most guys are told just optimize for macros, eat this many calories, this many grams of fat, this many grams of carbs and protein. But while that's right, that is also wrong. You still need to be focusing on micronutrients, because I could sit here and tell you to eat 3,000 calories a day to bulk, right? But I could also eat 3,000 calories a day in a specific way, compared to what you're going to do, which is fucking eating Krispy Kreme donuts at McDonald's, which is what I did, and that's why I look like shit. You have to focus on the micronutrients. I would focus on the micronutrients. I would look better than you, even though we're eating the same calories. Why is that? Because the micronutrients are going to determine how your hormones are optimized, how your body fat is segmented, and how your nutrients are actually partitioned. If you're just eating McDonald's, yes, it fits your macros. Yes, it sits in the calorie range to bulk. And yes, it seems easy to get the extra calories in because you just need to eat more, bro. Eat more. But it's going to make you look like shit in the long term. And the easiest way that we can achieve a diet that still tastes good, because that's the problem with a lot of guys, they can't eat a lot of food. They can't eat a lot of stuff. I was the same. It takes a lot for them to push through and really milk out their appetite. So the way we're going to do this is through an animal-based diet. This is the goated method, and the reason it's the goated method, eating foods like this, you can see here, this is on a bulk for me. I was eating steaks, I was eating mince, I was eating eggs, I was eating raw milk, I was eating heaps of like fruits, right? And the reason why this is so effective, I was gaining weight without an issue at all, right? The reason it's effective is because it's not doing chicken and rice bullshit. Too many guys are told that chicken and rice is what you need to do. You need to have 7 meals of chicken and rice a day to get your 3,000 calories, 3,500 calories, whatever. You can eat a couple steaks. One steak, if you get a nice fatty cut, which aren't even that expensive, is like 500-600 calories. If you put down 2 of those, you're already at 1,200 calories, compared to having to eat a fucking boatload of chicken and a boatload of rice. And the reason why the calories are so high is because of the high fat content in these foods. And before you go ahead and say fat is bad and fat is what's going to make you fat, you're wrong. you are actually stupid if you think this. It is the fat, specifically the fat that comes from animal fats, that we can use on a bulk to successfully increase our hormones, to boost our testosterone and optimize our energy output. Because let's face it, if you're skinny right now and you need to bulk, if you look like a fucking pencil, a Minecraft skeleton, right, then chances are your hormones are low. You don't have the masculine features, you don't have the masculine aesthetic. So you need to boost your testosterone, you need to boost your hormones to achieve this. And by eating an animal-based diet, we can kill two birds with one stone. We're eating more calories, and the food is actually pretty low volume. Like if you put down a steak, right, as well as some rice and some milk, you're already pumping 1500 calories, right? So you're getting the easy calories down to actually achieve your calorie surplus, which we know we need. But you're also achieving a high amount of fat, which is going to help optimize your hormone production, hormone function. Don't listen to these idiots. So many guys, like you're a smart guy, right? You know that we need hormones. There are so many idiots on the internet, so many idiots out there, the medical system telling you to keep your fat low. That only works if you're pinning steroids in your ass and you're trying to get bigger. We need fat to optimize our hormones and to regulate our thyroid, to regulate our mood, so we don't actually bloat, so we get better body fat distribution, and so we can actually partition our nutrients properly, have that extra calorie surplus go towards building muscle. If you can just follow those rules, if you can eat an animal-based diet, and you can actually focus on the micronutrients instead of the macronutrients, right, you will bulk properly. And if you want the specific way on how to actually bulk properly and how to build the aesthetic physique and improve your life as a skinny nerd, change from someone who's an average looking dude like these motherfuckers to getting the lust, getting the attraction, getting the social validation, the proof, the confidence that you probably always desired and wanted, then check the link in the description. It's my community. I'll teach you everything. But with that being said, remember that it's so easy to stand out, and you need to bulk inside of 2026 if you actually want the success you're looking for. So take care, remember that progress is purpose, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.